A lot of requests we get at Bring Back Analog are for CD players. CD players are finicky, they're hard to repair. Even some of the high-end ones you can't get parts for, you can't get lasers for. So, and a lot of people have huge collections of CDs. You know, when cassettes kind of made their way out, CDs came in and people bought them by the hundreds. So we actually are offering a new CD player here, and a lot of people also want a cassette deck. So this is actually TEAC, listen to what people are wanting, and this is the AD-850. It has a CD player here, and then on the other side it's got a cassette well, and it kills two birds with one stone. You can record from CD to tape, you can play from just the deck. It can actually play MP3s off a USB, it can play MP3 CDs, it can also play your CDRs, your CD rewritables. We all remember trying to record on burned CDs when that first came out. Buffer underrun, a lot of you kids in the 90s and 2000s remember that, trying to record a CD, you'd get all the way through it and it would fail and you'd have to throw the thing away. But yeah, this will read all of those. It's a great sounding deck. It can also be used as a transport, as it has optical out, or you can use the internal DAC. I would say the internal DAC, somebody's going to ask me what DAC is it. I have no idea what DAC it is. It sounds good enough. Like you're not going to, we've had it plugged in and A/B'd it with some other high-end DACs, and my ears don't hear the difference, but I have 49-year-old ears. And this is another model too. We'll be adding walnut cheeks if you want, for a little bit of an upcharge, about $100, so we can give you that vintage look. Comes with a remote. I think other than that, with features, it's a basic CD player that sounds good. It's a basic cassette deck that sounds good. Cassette deck does have auto reverse. Also has music search for you cassette and tape heads that know what that is. It has music search, so no more forward stop to make sure you're on the right song. It'll search for the dead spot in the tape and then start playing again. People have asked TEAC, like, they're making gear again. They're making gear and they're doing it well. TEAC is making, cassette decks, CD players, and they're making a killer turntable. We'll hopefully have a video on some of their new releases of turntables. TEAC's been around for years. They've been making gear since the 70s, I think actually the 60s in Japan. It's a very well-known brand from the 70s. They mainly focused on cassette decks, reel-to-reels, so they've kind of branched out. Like I said, you'll see some more videos on some of their turntables. They come with walnut veneer, SME tone arm, and with a Sumika Oyster cartridge from the factory. So hopefully in the next month or so, you'll see a couple of videos on some of those that we're carrying. One other thing about all the TEAC gear we have here, we can drop ship. So if you see it and you're too far away from Grand Rapids, Michigan, let us know. We can ship it right to your house.